Hey, we all want some drama and impact in our images. What about having the sunset and a nicely lit subject at the same time? Today, in the studio. Hello everyone, my name is Alex Silva and you're watching Alex Silva Photography. Today, I'd like to show you how to shoot some images that have a nice natural light and a bit of dramatic lighting, but also mix it with flash. So we balance the ambient light with the flash. Let me make a small clarification. All the following images that you're going to see and the video were part of the previous shot that I did a couple of weeks ago, and it was very interesting. This girl named Andrea approached me because she wanted some professional portraits, and she has a very interesting story. She is currently finishing her college degree, and she's already in an internship in China, things like that. It's very interesting, and she's a very capable woman, I think. So we started this with a requirement for professional portraits, but we also wanted something a bit more dramatic at the end so that she could have more options also for her social media and the like. The gear we used was my trusty Fujifilm X-T2. I also added the XF 35mm and XF 56mm. The 35 was used for full body and medium shots, and the 56mm was used for close-ups. I added a Godox TT685, only one. I triggered it with the XT1 transmitter, and the flash was inside a PhotoFlex small octave dome, which is pretty cool. I think my favorite modifier. All the video that you're going to see was recorded on a Fujifilm X-E3 using the 10 to 24mm lens. I also added a Rode Video Micro on the X-E3. However, I forgot the dead mouse, the wind protection, and turns out the outdoors images were shot in a pretty windy space, so all the audio there was pretty much usable. Sorry about that. We started this shoot indoors. We started there because we wanted the formal images first. Then Andrea would get used to being directed, but we also waited for the sunset indoors. We started these shoots in essence balancing the ambient light and then adding flash. The balance shot, I started with a nicely image for the background, which gave me an ISO of 800 and f2.5 and a shooting speed of 1/60th of a second. I then added the flash at 132 power, and it was good but not exactly my cup of tea. So I then reduced the exposure time at 1/250, but then opened the diagram, the aperture just a tiny bit at f2.2, so I had the look that I wanted, but also the look that Andrea wanted. We then went outdoors right at sunset, and it turns out the place that we were shooting had a terrace that looked west. So we had the sky was already turning kind of pink orange, things like that. So it looked amazing. So I quickly did a mirroring of the light, and so the ambient was shot at ISO 200 f2.8 and at 250th of a second. We also added the flash, same thing at 32 power, and we kept shooting. Since the ambient light was going down, in essence the only thing that I kept changing was the shooting speed, which started at 1/250th and then went up to 1/30th of a second. we finished the shoot there. However, well, it still was time for me to post-process the images. However, since I already had a nicely balanced image, I didn't have to do much. In essence, what I did was I took all the images and I made sure that every image had more or less a uniform color temperature, and I then I then boosted the shadows a bit and added a bit of vignetting, especially at the end. And that is it. I really hope you found this video interesting, informative, but also entertaining. If that is the case, please press the like button. And of course, you can subscribe to the channel. But most of all, please remember to keep learning and keep shooting. See you in the next video.